Well, Deb Murphy filed this story for Sierra Wave Media. The Los Angeles Inyo County Standing Committee meetings, usually good for a few attention-getting headlines, but with the mass quantities of water headed down the mountain, most of the contentious pumping and/or export issues have, at least for now, melted away. The one zinger at last Thursday's meeting in Independence came from California Department of Fish and Wildlife's Nick Buckmaster and his critique of the Lower Owens River Project operation plan. His comments mirrored those of the LORP's consultant's annual report. Now, the primary difference being this year, the water is available for serious pulse flows to scour the river channel. But Buckmaster said the Tules will just come back. Another difference, the difficulties were well stated in front of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power's top dogs. We're meeting our legal obligations, Buckmaster said, but it's not working biologically. Los Angeles Department of Water and Power tried to ramped up flow of 300 cubic feet per second flow last month, but with little effect on the Tules, according to the department's Dave Martin. The discussion turned to a possible season flow of 700 to 800 cubic feet per second, but that would create a lot of damage to the roads and infrastructure on Owens Lake, where LADWP has spent more than $1 billion to reduce and/or eliminate dust pollution. Now, some other notes from the Standing Committee meeting. Inyo County Supervisor Matt Kingsley questioned the department's release of water in Kern County. Aqueduct Manager Jim Yanata outlined the water spreading activity within Inyo, totaling more than 50,000 acre-feet between Long Valley and Haywee Reservoir. Water spreading south of Haywee has been limited for biological reasons and potential flooding of COSO geothermal operations, as well as LADWP's power infrastructure. Now, according to Richard Harrisick, Senior Assistant General Manager, water spread in Kern County would have ended up on Owens Lake. Harrisick indicated there are already impacts on the lake, and the projected epic runoff hasn't hit yet. LADWP's draft pumping plan for 2017-2018 is between 47,000 and 57,000 acre-feet. Inyo Supervisor Jeff Griffiths said, "Why pump at all?" The reason? Operational flexibility. A maximum of 7,000 acre-feet would be for export, the balance for environmental mitigation and irrigation in valley use. Harrisick said, if it's there in the plan as a placeholder, only if the need arises. The department plans on drawing Crowley Lake down to 80,000 acre-feet, 100,000 below the lake's capacity, this to avoid a spill into the gorge. Also, Inyo Mono Agriculture Commissioner Nate Reed made a case for financial help from Los Angeles to help with mosquito control. Just as a whole lot of water is anticipated this spring and summer, so are a whole lot of mosquitoes. Deb's full story is on sierrawave.net. Deb Murphy also filed this report. City of Bishop took one more step toward an official value statement last week at a workshop where residents had the chance to vote on what is or should be important to the community. For 3 hours last Wednesday, locals indicated what they wanted, including placing dots on posted displays with specific values. The results will be evaluated and brought back to Bishop City Council by Planning Associate Elaine Kabala, probably at a June meeting. Now, the process started back in February when Steve Muchachev asked the council to consider a statement that reflected a community sense of tolerance and respect. At its March 13th meeting, the Bishop City Council discussed a statement drafted by Muchachev and agreed to put together a draft. Draft wasn't universally accepted, so the next step was last Wednesday's workshop to get more input from area residents. Now, proponents of the statement stressed the motivation wasn't political, rather a response to what they felt was an increase in hate speech over the last 2 years. Midway through the workshop, diversity, acceptance, inclusiveness, and environment were identified as key values. Under how the values should be embodied, the community's answer was community and civic leaders and service officials should actively model those values. Now, the practical purpose of a value statement, according to the DOTS, was a statement that Bishop welcomes everybody, showcasing an open, diverse community. The statement reflected who we are and who we strive to be. Final display invited residents to write their own statement. Muchachev's original draft, specifically calling out diverse groups, was strongly supported. Thank Deb Murphy for those reports. Well, a blood drive this week. United Blood Services wants everybody to, well, find the hero in you and donate blood at the Mammoth Lakes Community Blood Drive, sponsored by the Mammoth Hospital Auxiliary. You can donate at the Main Street Fire Station this week, Tuesday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Wednesday also 10 to 6, and on Thursday from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Blood donors will receive a coupon for a free world-famous fish taco dinner, compliments of the Whoa Nelly Deli. Plus, there will be a daily drawing for a $100 gift card for Vaughn's Grocery. You can make your life-saving blood donation appointment today at bloodhero.com. You can use the sponsor code SNOW, or you can give a call to 800-696-4484. Walk-ins will be welcome. Well, you can join Friends of the Inyo and the Sierra Club in Lone Pine, Bishop, and Crowley Lake this week for a presentation by Southern Utah Wilderness Alliance on what the public can do to send a strong signal to Washington about how important our national monuments and, in turn, our public lands are to our local economy and our happiness. The first was scheduled for the Lone Pine Smokehouse tonight, and then Tuesday at the Crowley Lake Community Center starting at 6:30 p.m., and then Wednesday at the Inyo Council for the Arts in Bishop, also starting at 6:30 p.m. More information, contact Friends of the Inyo. Go to the website friendsoftheinyo.org or give a call to 760-873-6500. We'll be back with more news.